Hello, hello, and welcome to our lunchtime session where high achieving entrepreneurs come to 100x their business and purpose. Here, I serve you some hot business nuggets so you can get the tools, keys, and strategies to grow your business. And remember, growing your business happens only when you take massive action, not even action, massive action right now. Hey, my name is Mary Ephraim Egbaz, and I am the CEO of Upmark Consult, a consulting and marketing company. I help vision led entrepreneurs 100x their business, laying a very important foundation through strategic planning and implementation. We do this by first, you create your business success blueprint with our master planning program. So you can experience and become financially free and make real impact, build a legacy, and live the life of your dreams. This is simply my quest to help you to get to the maximum of your business and potential so you can get the financial freedom that you require. I've helped several businesses and top brands design their success through strategic planning, positioning their business. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you're here once again. And, do the thing. Just hashtag if you're here. Let us know that you're here. Hashtag replay if you're watching a rebroadcast of this. If you're watching us after the live. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you get invaluable things from just this session. All right. In the last video, which you can check, we'll put a link there. So if you wanted to refer back to it, but in the last video, we talked about why mentorship might just be the advantage that you need to get your business to the next level. Today, we're going to look at the different types of mentorship that you must have and how you can get connected, how best to get the advantage. It's one thing to be given something, but the other thing to receive. So today we're going to talk about how you can be a good mentee. Many success stories today are born from great mentorship and connections. They are not simply only from skill, knowledge, etc., but mostly from being guided properly and the right connections. I'm sure you have used that phrase, he is or she is highly connected, but in a more malicious manner, like without the real interest to get or have the same or similar advantage as needed for your business or career. I mean, you're seeing the results the other person is getting, but you think it's only a stroke of luck because she's connected. But it is important to be connected. So, welcome to the Mentors Advantage Masterclass series. In this series today, we're continuing from the part one that we did on Tuesday. Unfortunately, we were unable to come on yesterday as promised, but a promise is a promise, and that's why we're here today to fulfill on that promise. So bear with us. Yesterday was a really busy day in the office, and we just didn't have the time to come on. All right, we didn't get the chance to come on. So we really appreciate you, and that's why we're always here to serve. And remember, if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want us uh, to work with you on, you have any ideas for your business, you're struggling with any part of your business, you can always DM us, and then we will look into it and be able to get you from your overwhelm, into the place of bliss. All right. Again, a quick recap, but you can always go back to the video. We gave 10 reasons why mentorship was so important. And those 10 reasons, one of it, and the biggest part of it, is that it's how it gives you the advantage. So today, I'm going to be looking at 5 types of mentors that you need in your business, in your life, I dare say. All right, to get the success that you require. So you need in your life for success. First, you need in your life a mentor. All right. And today we're going to talk about the 5 different types of mentors that you need. All right. So the first one, if you know you want to be the best in your field, whether it's the greatest editor, footballer, quarterback, entrepreneur, whatever it is, ask who are the most iconic figures in that area. All right. So this person can function as your personal Jedi master. I call them the Jedi masters. All right. Someone who's accumulated their wisdom through years of experience and who can provide insight into your industry and into fine tuning your skills. Turn to this person when you need advice about launching a new product, a new service, a new business, a new initiative, or even simply brainstorming when what you should do next or what you should be working on next. All right. They should help you, or they could help you to identify, realize, and hone your strengths towards the closest state of perfection as possible. All right. So, first, you're looking for your Jedi master, someone who has been in the industry, your particular industry. So, remember, I said look for someone who is iconic, someone who basically has achieved exactly or more or less, whatever, just someone who is iconic in your industry. All right. Remember, the key to mentorship, which we mentioned last time, is not to be exactly as the person. That's not the point. All right. So, example, if you're a fashion designer, there are some top fashion designers who through years of experience have really honed their skill and are doing very well in that industry. All right. Now, you need to have access to those kind of people so that they can help you up the stream, just as you're heading up the same stream, the same road that they took, you're going to be going to that. All right. So let's look at the second type of mentor that you need. The mentor, this mentor is someone who will talk you up to others. So it's called the champion of your cause. All right. So the champion of your cause is someone who would basically understand, appreciate you, appreciate what you're trying to achieve, appreciate even the level that you are, but is always willing to talk you up to others. And it's important to have one of these in your current workplace, business, whatever it is. The champion of your cause is so important. All right. These are people who are advocates and who have your back. But there are more than just boosters. Often they can be connectors to introducing you to key people in your industry. All right. So you need the champion of your cause. Let's just go back to number one and refresh your memory. Go back to number one. So the first is the master of craft. All right. Which I call the Jedi Master. The master of craft is the very first one. Now, the second one is a champion of your cause. All right. Remember, the master of craft is someone who is iconic, someone who is in your exact industry. So if you're a photographer, if you're a finance person, accounting, whatever sector or industry that you are in, you find someone in that same industry, not outside of that industry, someone that knows exactly the industry that you are in and what you're having to deal with. All right. And if you deal with multiple industries, you may also find someone who has the inclination to be a multi or serial entrepreneur, just as yourself. Right? We talked about the champion of your cause. Now let's talk about the third person that you need as a mentor, and that is the co-pilot. The co-pilot is another name for this type, your best work buddy. All right. The co-pilot is a colleague who can talk you through projects, advise you in navigating the personalities at your company or your business, and listen to you vent over coffee or tea or whatever. Just someone who can listen up with you. This kind of mentoring relationship is best when it's close, to equally and also reciprocal. So you are also doing the same to this person. You are peers, you're committed to supporting each other and accountable to each other. All right. And when you have a co-pilot, both the quality of your work and your engagement level improves. So the thing is, with the co-pilots, you can have this if you're if you are in the profession and you're a career-minded person, you should have that in your workplace. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you need a co-pilot, and I would suggest that you find communities. You can find communities online. You can find entrepreneurial communities within your immediate community. You know, your state, your local government, your country, wherever it is. You should be able to find co-pilots, people that you can actually, talk to, that get you. They're and it's reciprocal, because you also would have the time for them to nudge them on, to help them untangle situations, tangling situations, etc. All right, let's quickly go to number 4. Number 4 is the anchor mentor. The anchor mentor. And this person doesn't have to work in your industry. In fact, it could be a friend or a family member. While your champion supports you to achieve specific career goals. Remember, your champion supports you your champion is also in your industry and supports you to achieve certain goals. You have to be specific in that. But your anchor is a confident and a sounding board. All right. We are all 1 second, I just want to check something in my system. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I was saying about the anchor. The anchor is your sounding board. We're all going to hit speed bumps and go through uncertainty in life. So we need someone who can give us a psychological lift and help us to see light through the cracks during challenging times. Because the anchor is keeping your overall best interest in mind, they can particularly be insightful when it comes to setting priorities, achieving work life balance, and not losing sight of your values. All right. So, this is the person that you can come to and talk about your frustrations. You can be a lot more sentimental. You can be emotional with them. You're not going to get the popular phrase, "Don't be emotional." No, they can allow you to be emotional. They can try to balance things between your belief system, your values, and maybe what the requirements are. All right, in your business. All right. So this person, we call them the anchor mentor. All right. Now, you need this type of, and then, like I said, it doesn't have to be someone in your industry. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't even have to be only a family friend. But I mean, it would be useful somebody that knows you a lot, someone that you can call up and you can cry over the phone, or you can, go for tea or visit, and just allows you to unboggle yourself. All right, and then load up on the person. Now, like I said, this person is not really, interested in helping you achieve a specific goal, but the person helps you to see things from a different perspective, prioritize your thoughts, your mind, your values, etc. All right. Now, let's look at the last but not the least, the fifth. Now, this is reverse mentorship. All right. And this type of mentorship is very useful. And I've experienced it myself in many ways. All right. Now, when we say the word mentor, we often conjure up the image of an older person or a teacher. But I think that the counterpoint is as important, because you pay attention to learning from the people that you are mentoring yourself. All right. Even though they may have fewer years in the workplace than you, or they have fewer years in business than yourself, speaking from experience, when you talking to my mentees gives me the opportunity to collect feedback on my leadership style, engage with the younger generation, know what it is that they're doing, and keep my perspective fresh and relevant. All right. In fact, what the sometimes it's so enjoyable when you're mentoring a really young person, because you just get fresh perspective, you get fresh thoughts, you just hear their own perspective, and then you can use your hindsight and your understanding to better guide, and you would learn from those new perspectives as well. It would challenge your ability to also think and be open. It keeps you constantly young. Like Bob Proctor said, he said that he loves to hang out with younger people. He's 86 years old, and he loves to hang out with younger people. That's how he is, as young as he is. Even as an 86-year-old man, he's going strong and he's not letting off. All right. So, guys, you need to get a reverse mentorship mentality, and that's the fifth type of mentorship that you need. All right. So start connecting. You absolute, like I always say, if we give you these tips and strategies for how you can get some success in your business, but you do absolutely nothing about it, well, the challenge is that you are not going to move forward. All right. If you don't get off this session and go get a mentor, or someone, or any one of these kind of mentors, like I talked about, the five mentors that I've just talked about, you are not going to experience the advantage that we just talked about, and that you've spent how much long to listen to a or understand or get this information. All right. And perhaps this is not anything new to you. You know all this, but maybe I've just come as a refresher, as someone who's just refreshing your mind and reminding you of what is important. And now you need to get off your bum and get going and get things happening and make things happen, make a great impact by taking massive actions. All right. So, how to get mentors? Remember, I'm talking about taking action. How to get mentors. This is actually the most important part of this entire conversation that we started off on Tuesday and we're ending it today. All right. Now, this is the most important part. The key reason why we are having this session, remember, is to ensure that you are able to take major actions, massive actions for the growth of your business. All right. So, let's get going on how to find mentorship. All right. One, and I have 5 tips for you again. The first one is a mentor does not a mentor does not have to be whom you want to be exactly like. All right. So example, just get someone experience that you admire within your profession. Now we have just identified 5 types of mentors. All right. And that is one tip that we have is that number one, it doesn't have to be it does, sorry, can I say that? Yeah. So a mentor does not have to be whom you want to be exactly. In fact, you shouldn't want to be exactly like your mentor because you're different. Your everything about you is different. Remember that even if the person looks you admire the person in every way, your execution will always have a different flavor, a different look to it, a different perspective. You're just going to be totally different. All right. No matter how much you try, you could be similar, but you will always have something about you that says this is Mary, not XYZ. All right. So that's one. That's one tip to getting a mentor. Don't think that, oh, it has to be someone that is exactly like who I want to be, or like me, or I want to be exactly like that person, and then you go for only that type of mentor. Let's go for tip number 2. All right, so I got 5 tips for you. So, as a startup, don't only seek mentorship from very well established individuals who have no time, have a lot of people already, and even if you were to pay, it would cost you a lot. Now, I'm not saying don't go for high paying coaching. That is important. You should go for that. But don't look out for only that type of mentorship. Good thing I've just mentioned to you that there are different types of mentoring that happens, and 5 that you need to absolutely have in you with you. But like I said, don't go for only don't go for very well established people if you're only just starting. All right. If you have the opportunity to find someone because the person you have links to the person or you're connected to the person, very well. But the challenge I find with very well established mentorship is number one, the lack of time for you, assuming you need hand holding because you're just starting. All right. There are many downsides to it. If you need hand holding, they will be there. They're not about hand holding you. They give you the information and they want you to execute, or they want you to find a way of executing. So that might be one of the things that you have to deal with. All right. The other thing that you'd have to deal with is the fact that they where they are, the level they are, and they have very limited time. So the kind of executions or the kind of things that they might require from you, you might, and without even thinking, they wouldn't even imagine that you can't do it. And as far as they're concerned, if you need mentorship, if you are in need of going further as they have gone, then you should be ready to do just whatever. All right. And there might be this real big gap. Let me give you an example. When I started my business, I had access to a very, very top, I'm not going to mention names here, excuse me, but I had access to a really, really, really top, a billionaire entrepreneur. And when I reached out and I said, would you mentor me? And he said, okay, that's fine. I would make some time and let's see. I called several times and it was, but one day he got to call me and said, meet me at my office at so time. And unfortunately, I was out of town. I was in the States and I had gone for a training. Okay. I had gone for a training and some business, etc. So I was like, whoa, this is my opportunity. And right now I'm not in town. Okay. I've been waiting for this mentoring session for ever. And now I'm not in town. And I just said, I'm sorry, I'm not in town. Can we reschedule? And that rescheduling took a while to ever happen. And that could really, really put you in a state of dismay. You're not, it could just really put you in a tough situation. So that's just an example, all right? And you could also have situations where someone calls you up and says, I want you to be in XY town, and he has a private jet, and he tells you, look, I'm in so town. If you want to hook up, come meet me at this time. So there could be some unrealistic expectations from your mentor, um, because of the level they are in and the level that you are in. So my advice would be start from mentors that are, 3 steps, 2 steps ahead of you. They would have time for you. It's still very fresh in their memory, the things that you would be dealing with. And they would be able to systematically help you navigate through that. All right. So that is my advice. That is tip 2. Now let's go to the third tip. And if this was useful, please let us know in the chat box what you think about the kind of mentorship or a tip that you might have in getting mentor, or let us know how you have been getting your mentorship. All right. If you have been getting mentorship, how did you connect with your mentor? Please let us know in the chat box. Meanwhile, we're using StreamYard. So for us to view your comments, you might have to you might have to make something, you might have to click on saying something to Streamline. We might ask you for some, what does it ask for? We might ask you to click on something so we can see. But whatever, just put the post there and we will check it out still. I have my phone here. I'm going to check it as well. Okay, all right. So tip number 3. Okay, don't look for money or a bailout. That is, oh my goodness, that is one thing that can really destroy not just your opportunity to have a mentor, all right, but it can actually destroy your own self-esteem, all right, because when you get a no, it can really, really be impactful on you, on your mind and your person. Okay, so I want you to know upfront that it's not more important. It is not more important to imagine that your mentor is really there to supply your needs. You may be lucky and you have a good relationship. The first thing I would say is build a relationship. Now, after a while that your mentor understands you, understands your level, your stage, understands everything about you and your business, on maybe your mentor might be disposed to helping out with some personal might give you some personal help, or even give you help in your business, might even invest in your business. We'll definitely see where you're struggling and can help if the mentor can help. But what I'm saying here is don't give out that disposition that, hey, I'm here to get money. We've had so many situations like that when someone says, oh, can I see you? I have some challenge in my business. I just want to talk to you about it. And the person comes over and it's like you're talking over their head. You're trying to tell them this is what they need to do. And they're not connected with what you're saying, only for them to say, oh, by the way, my daughter was kicked out of school and that, and blah, blah, and that. And I was just wondering if you can help out. So at that point, I'm like, Did you come for a bailout, or you came for some mentorship? So you've just lost an opportunity to connect deeply with a mentor who may eventually help you in that personal or business issue. All right. So don't look for money or a bailout. Now, if you are looking for a mentor who can help you to raise finance, that is totally different, because that will be set upfront. All right. So if you're looking for a mentor who is in the finance space or has very good knowledge about finance, who can help you sort out your financing in your business, and can also help you to raise money or raise equity or raise some investments for your project and your business, then that should be set upfront. And obviously, that will be the relationship that you and your mentor will clearly understand and deal with. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next tip. Tip number 4. I think this is the okay. So look out for mentoring schemes. Look out for mentoring schemes. We would also be introducing a mentoring scheme very soon. All right. But first thing first is look out for mentoring schemes. There's so many mentoring schemes out there. There's so many communities that are helping. There are some free mentoring schemes. There's some mentoring schemes that are attached to financing. All right. So they'll finance you and then they'll mentor you as well. So look out for those kind of mentoring schemes. Look out for free mentoring schemes, and also look out for paid mentoring schemes. Today there's so many coaching programs, mentoring programs out there that you can actually benefit from. All right, we have a coaching program that we're about to launch, and that helps you to stay profitable in your business. All right, we have several of that. We also have mentoring programs that helps you to plan your business, to have a strategy session with us. We help you to plan your business. We help you to get your business to the place that you want it to be. We help you to set goals, get clarity, etc. Understand your vision, and then know exactly where you're taking your business. All right. So thank you so much for taking action. I want you to take action, take some these tips down, write these tips down. We would be launching another when we launch our mentoring session or mentoring program. We will definitely let you know as we are going on. But you can also make inquiries if you're interested. Let us know, and then we drop us your email, and you would be the first person to know as soon as this is ready. All right, let's go to the next tip quickly. There you go. So invest in yourself. That is so important. You should invest in your mentoring. All right. This is key because if you don't think that you should invest in yourself, then getting a mentor or actually looking for a mentor will not help you, because your mindset is important to connect with the idea of mentorship, with the idea of getting the advantage that you see others that you envy actually enjoying from. All right. Now, the thing with understanding that you should invest in yourself actually keeps you in the mindset of understanding that you are important enough, that you are good enough, no matter what anybody says to you, no matter what anybody says to you about you or your business. It's not going to happen, it's going to fail, it's going to take forever, or this and that, whatever they throw at you. You tell yourself, look, I'm going to invest in myself to get to where I want to go. All right. When we started this session on Tuesday in the last video, we mentioned that the first aspect to mentorship is first understanding your purpose. And when you understand your purpose, you basically have a goal. And when you understand the goal and the scenarios or the things that you need to achieve that goal, then you start looking for mentorship, because that will be very focused, that will be highly intentional, and you will have massive impact by doing that. All right. So invest in yourself. It is important. Buy books, read books, go for courses, go for seminars, join every free opportunity, free webinars, free coaching programs, anything that you just keep mentoring yourself. Keep knowing that you need to invest in yourself. All right. Now we're off to the next. All right. So now we're going to talk about how to be mentored. All right. How to be mentored. These are the basic hows. Basic hows to be mentored is number one, schedule an initial conversation. Now, just as I said, the moment you understand what you want to achieve, where you want to go, the things that you need to achieve where you want to go, you're very determined. So, example, if you want to be a brand expert, all right, and you don't have the skill to be a brand expert, but you know you have an innate feeling, or there's something that tells you just enjoy it. It's something that you find purpose right there. Okay, all right. So this is important. Now you need to find who did make a list of the people that you can actually reach out to help you with this. So make schedule an initial conversation. Ask your potential mentor if they can give you 15 to 30 minutes to have a chat with them. It's as simple as that. You make the first connection. Just make that initial contact. Let me give you something I was saying to a friend yesterday. And this is just my personal understanding, and this comes from the scriptures, from the Bible. Now, one of the things, most times when we are praying as Christians, we're looking to God for help, and we're asking God to send us helpers, whether in our business or in life or whatever it is. All right. And one thing that hit me was the fact that when Jesus wanted to start his ministry, he didn't sit back. He could have sat back and then pull or magnetize people to himself. No, for every 12 disciples, he reached out to them. He reached out and got them to follow him. All right. Now, these are people that helped him in his ministry for him to manifest himself here on earth. All right. Now, the only time he got free gifts was when he was born, and you had the wise men from the east, and they came and they gave him gifts, but that didn't help him throughout his entire ministry. Now, whether you're Christian or not, I'm just using this as a scenario for you to understand why it is important for you to make the connection. So I do something myself. I try to make 3 friends every day, online, offline, wherever. I try to make connections every day. All right. Because I never know where I'm going to get the kind of mentorship that can give you the advantage. And I'm not always seeking for people that I can mentor. I also look for people that can also mentor me. All right. So you need to reach out. So the moment you identify who it is that you need to mentor you, you simply need to reach out to the person and be very intentional and ask the person for time. Now, the next one is clearly describe the guidance that you are seeking. Remember, I talked about from the beginning, understand your purpose, have set goals. The moment you do that, you know who you need, and then you're able to be clear. Like I said, if you're looking for financing for your business, you then go to someone who has the expertise to raise the money for you. And you clearly state, this is why I need you to mentor me, because I need someone that can show me the way, or at least help me to raise X amount of money. All right. So it's very clear why you're there and what you need from the person. All right. So what do you need is what is in that conversation. All right. Now, the third thing will be confirm your willingness to do the necessary work. I am ready. Show them that you're ready to follow through. This is important because there are many times that people tell you they need help. And then when you task them, or people say they need a job, and you give them a job, you give them an opportunity, you give them whatever it is, and they're not able to follow through with it. They're not able to follow through with it, right? They are more interested in just being helped, if you know what I mean. All right. But they're not interested in doing the work, putting in the hours, doing the hard work that actually gets the results and manifestation that they need, that they require. But I know that you're not one of them, especially if you've been here listening to me for at least how many minutes now. Okay, you're ready to do the work. Let them know. Don't just imagine that they know. Really affirm that you are ready to do the work. Affirm to your mentor, affirm to whoever it is, whether it's a coach, and whether it's a free or paid for mentorship. You need to affirm to yourself, to your mentor, because it helps your mindset to say, listen, I said to my mentor I was going to do this. I don't want to let my mentor down. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the effort to making this happen. And so, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being part of this. I really, really hope that you take the steps. This series this week has been about mentorship. And this is the reason why I really am passionate about this, is because I understand the place of mentorship and how it can give you such an advantage. I'm telling you, it can give you such an amazing advantage. It can collapse years and take away all the hard work and all the stress. And that's it from us. If you want to contact us, if you need to contact us, you can DM me right here on my page, or at GBAS. That's my page on Facebook and also on Instagram. You can write us a mail, hello@okma.com, which is hello@okhma.com, and our website is www.okhma.com. Thank you so much, and I wish you an amazing weekend ahead. So we will be back next week, and we will be back with more tips, strategies, and serving you more hard business nuggets to help you to get your business to the next level. Thank you so much, and take care.